How was that supporting the movie? How did that support the movie? Me dressing up in a African
Josh, did they hurt you? Did they fight you in the movie? Did they block your view from the fucking movie screen?
Yes, it was a hat too tall.
It was a hat too tall.
Yes.
His joke was too tall. That's
and
the
you're
reason.
not from Africa.
And you're not from Africa. You had a problem with that. You're being disrespectful. You're being disrespectful. Okay.
You are now tuned in to the BASSment Podcast. To the BASSment Podcast. You are now tuned in to the BASSment Podcast.
Welcome to the BASSment Podcast. I'm Tay400.
It's MK.
Jay Alii. Now, I bet y'all wondering why we call ourselves the BASSment Podcast.
Because we're music based.
Hey.
Yeah.
All right, y'all.
Episode 2.
We're back.
If it two, not one. If it
We top 2.
Two. All right.
But we not one.
Yeah.
In episodes.
No, we. All right.
I still don't get it. It's like, no.
Anyways. Okay. Topics for today.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about Black Panther album. You know, movie just came out. I seen it, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Music breakdown, King's Dead with Kendrick Lamar, J. Rock,
that bullshit.
Future, James Blake.
Damn.
We're also going to talk about why do artists change up their style when they get famous. We would like to know. Can Cardi B handle the spotlight? Wale just got dropped from Atlantic. Nipsey Hussle's new album that just dropped. Everybody's been talking about it.
Flames.
Yeah, I heard a couple. It was one song.
What is your definition of a manager in the music industry?
Gotta get that out. Niggas gotta know.
Yes, fact. But to start it off, we will talk about Drake and his God's Plan music video.
Hey.
Yes.
Where can we begin?
That dropped on Friday, I believe so.
Really?
Friday, yeah.
Friday.
Because today's.
Oh my God.
Yep.
I feel like it's been out for like a week now, as much as
Because
people have been talking about it.
A lot.
Right, everybody's talking about it. Yeah.
I don't usually watch videos like a bunch of times in a row, but that one I said, you know what? Replay.
Because it was kind of like a documentary. Like that's what it was giving me.
It felt good.
Yeah,
like I'm a real nigga. I ain't gonna cry, but I felt like, you know,
I did.
If it was a music video to cry on,
that's the one.
That would have been the one.
Yeah, man. But then he gave away like $1 million in the whole the whole video.
Yeah, like he took his budget and just gave it all away.
Spend a check. You know what I'm saying?
That's some real nigga shit.
Yeah,
people not doing that.
Right.
Shout out to Drake.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
And he made it a masterpiece.
Dope. Definitely dope. Who directed it? It was
Director X.
Director X. Yeah.
Director X.
Yeah.
He also did the Highline Bling jump.
Yeah.
Couple of
He's dope.
He's dope.
Great music video. That's another influential thing Drake did. Niggas were dressing up as Drake for Halloween.
I don't know how you dress up as Drake. Yeah. How you dress up like a light skinned nigga?
You just like
they dressed up like they did the
thing in it.
Yeah, and they did the Highline Bling jump with the Timbs and the sweater and shit. Niggas
that's easy.
That's
was
trash.
Dancing.
He said that's trash.
That's for niggas who decided, you know what, I'm gonna participate in Halloween this year. And then the day of, you said, fuck it, Tim. Everybody got a pair of Timbs. Like, just went for it.
Right.
Yep. But now overall, the video was dope. It was a gut feeling to watch. You know what I'm saying? And my cousin he texted me. He's like, why he spend that much budget on a video? Like, what's a real budget? And I ain't have a real question for him. I know it's not close to $1 million unless it's doing some nut shit.
It can be though. No, it
can be.
Yeah,
don't get me wrong, but
videos,
that ain't the usual. I say like $50K to like maybe like 300.
Yeah, the 300K. Yeah,
I'll say for signed artists, because there's some niggas who sign, they just gonna shoot the 50K video, and then there's niggas who sign who gonna do the 300K video.
Right.
But almost $1 million. I don't think it's too many of those. Yeah. And Drake's budget didn't come from just the actual video shoot. Like, a budget is really a loan from the label.
Right.
So he took that bread, and that was what he was dishing off. That wasn't coming out of Drake's pocket. That was the budget. So yeah. Kind of a gem there. I mean, if you're not really hip to
Real nigga,
how
man.
shit work, you know.
Still
Drake
changed
it still
changed
noble.
a whole lot of people's lives though with what
Exactly.
he was giving away. You know what I'm saying? It was really good. People were crying, you know what I'm saying? It was
Should have put up on me, man.
college, like he was doing right. I feel like I should have been in Florida at the time.
It's crazy though, because like normally people feel some type of way when celebrities broadcast the nice things that they do,
Right.
but like the way Drake did it wasn't kind of like it wasn't coming out of Drake's pocket. So like I felt like it was appropriate. Like he could document that. Like I wanted to use my music video to do this. Like this is my music video. They're part of my music video. I'm giving them my budget. Like
Facts.
I should be a lot like. I'm happy nobody said anything.
Right.
Because, you know, normally that's the first thing people say are like,
oh,
well,
that wasn't his money. Yeah, that was a music video.
He got the camera, all of them crying and stuff like that, all close to them, trying to get us to be like, oh, Drake. But like nobody said that. And I was really happy about that because that's
actually it was a whole lot of people coming out and other celebrities themselves like coming out and saying like, go help somebody out. Like it was I seen a whole lot of people, other producers were doing it. It was good though.
That's dope, man.
Yeah. People were saying they should do that. Like, celebrities should start doing that, like the ones who make a lot of money like Drake and have large budgets. They should make it like a challenge basically for all these artists to go out and do that, give back to a city, your city, any city really. Because I mean Drake's not even from Miami, but like even and it kind of is like a really great thing because then the shooting happened and it's kind of like
wow,
like this is all happening in Florida right now. Like that's a crazy ass state. Like that's some crazy shit. Like Drake is giving money out to these families in Florida and then there's a shooting. Right. Like, it's like...
How did that just happen?
Like, that's some weird shit.
I was feeling that way when that shit happened. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't trying to get on no conspiracy theory shit. I'm just like, the moment this nigga is doing all this shit in Florida,
hey man,
it's a fucking shooting the same damn week. Like, the shooting was what?
It was on Valentine's Day.
Yeah,
Wednesday, yeah.
And the video dropped Friday, and I was like,
and he had to do that a couple of days before, so it had to be around the same time. Yeah,
that's crazy, right?
Nuts.
Dun, dun.
Florida's this is a very emotional week for Florida.
Yeah, man, yeah.
But shout out to Drake, man.
Shout out to Drake.
Changing lives.
Yeah. But on that same note, there's a lot of rumblings when the year started. Niggas like, man, Drake falling off. Either other podcasts, blogs, vlogs, YouTube, everything, you know. People just kind of like, damn, what's happening to Drake? And I kind of would say I was kind of a part of that because I heard people, I mean, I really didn't like
More Life.
It's songs off of there, don't get me wrong. That joint wasn't bad. It was bad for Drake in my opinion.
Right.
You give me those records, I'm on the fucking Billboard Top 100, you know what I'm saying? But for Drake, it was like, come on, bruh. You know what I'm saying? That's what you coming back with.
Right.
But I feel like he heard all them rumblings, and since 2018, he just been lighting that shit up, man.
He got back on it because he's all in your face. He's everywhere. He's like everywhere now, like doing songs with other people, dropping his own. He dropped the Scary Hours. You know what I'm saying? He putting in work. I think everything sounds good for real. I don't got nothing bad to say.
It's like he let the new niggas do their shit, have their fun, and then he's like, okay, but I'm back now. All right, get me on your song. Thank you. Let me take that.
Yeah.
Take that. It's like, all right.
Yeah.
Damn, what am I getting fucking angry eyes for, Mr. Mrs. Potato Head? The other one's back on.
But the other one's back.
They open their little package like, switch up, man.
But so we see all this stuff coming with you know what I'm saying, with Drake. We know something is crazy is about to happen with this album. We know he's cooking something up. We could see it. He's like foreboding what's about to happen. So
last year was a crazy year in music. I think the last time we had a crazy year in music was like 2012 or 13. One of them. I want to say we had Chief Keef, Finally Rich. We had Drake, Nothing Was the Same. We had I want to say Good Kid, Mad City. Was these
No,
all?
we didn't have Nothing Was the Same. We had Take Care.
Take Care? Was that
2012?
Was like 2011, 2012.
Yeah, and then I think,
and Beyonce dropped 4.
Shit was
Watch
crazy.
the Throne dropped around that time.
That shit was crazy.
Yeah.
Born Center, J. Cole.
Yeah. Dang.
Like, and then
All
last
the
year
year
was that same shit again. We had Damn, 444.
Yeah.
help me out here.
I'm trying to think because honestly, I
Did
feel like
Frank
the last
Ocean drop
couple
that year, or
years,
was that the year before?
I don't know.
year
I think
before.
it was
Like
the
I'm
year
thinking
before.
about when I think Frank Ocean dropped. Like
2017.
No, 2016.
16. I mean,
Yeah, I think it was
16.
2016.
Because I'm pretty sure Solange dropped that year and
Oh,
Mac
yeah.
Miller's dropped that year.
Either way, all that was to say, I feel like because usually these joints be spaced out,
Right.
like 4 or 5 years before we have a crazy music year. I think we about to have another crazy music year, like back to back.
Right.
Cause Drake's about to come out this year. We got Kanye about to drop this year.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. heard
Like-
It's a long list. Oh man.
Beyonce, I mean, she's definitely gonna put something out this year.
Oh my god, I'm so excited. I can feel it. I can always feel when she's about to do some crazy
think
shit,
Rihanna gonna
dog.
drop?
She got the braids back. I'm not sure.
Hold on, when
I'm
was
not
that last
sure.
one? 2016?
That was 2016, I
16.
think.
Or maybe that might have even been 2015.
That
'Cause it was like
might have-
December-ish
Yeah,
or
that was
January.
2015 at the end of the year
year.
because that was my freshman year when that joint dropped in the wintertime.
Kill. So
And that
she
joint
might be
crazy, too.
coming back this year. I
I don't
don't
know.
know.
I don't know because I'm like, I don't even know what I can't even predict what she would be giving us right now. Like
gonna be dope.
I'm not knowing her
She doesn't
vibe.
miss
Like
either.
no, she definitely
She
does not
doesn't
miss.
miss.
Facts. And the last joint and side that joint was underrated.
But also at the same time, I don't want Rihanna to drop at the same year as Beyonce because that's gonna fuck up awards and shit like that. And I want Rihanna to get some fucking Grammys or something.
I mean,
get
she
some
won
shit.
one this year.
I mean, yeah, but like
She finally got one with Kendrick.
with Kendrick,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
with
I see what
Kendrick,
you're saying.
you know what I'm
It
saying?
ain't-
Like
it
she
ain't hers.
deserves more, but like Kendrick is like we expected him to get that award. You know what I'm saying? Because of what Kendrick's doing. Like,
well, in that
it was-
category, I wanted Crew to win.
Of course,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
who wanted
but-
that. Yeah.
realistically, unfortunately.
Shout out Gold Link, shout out to DMV, shout out Chocolate, shout out
everybody,
Bright.
shout out, yeah, gang, gang, gang,
Facts.
spot, 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 DMV, yeah.
That joke was great. Okay,
Yeah.
let's
Don't be a
discuss.
legend, though. Yeah.
Let's discuss our definition of a manager in the music industry.
Mm.
What do y'all think?
Well, I think
Give us some history, man.
it's different between like as far as like well, it depends on what you're doing. Like if you're a producer, an artist, or anything else in the music, it's different things that I feel like managers should be doing for their clients or whatever. Like I feel like artist managers should be like that backbone, and that they're putting the artist's career on their back. You know what I'm saying? Like, and kind of guiding them, and they should be taking care of like, you know, bookings and to make sure their artist is working in the studio. Because, you know, artists, they be out here running wild. Like, artists are the creatives. You know what I'm saying? They shouldn't be like, they are just pure creativity. So, like, the manager should be, like, getting in the check. Like, what's up? Where you at? What you doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like that's a lot of people out here that be saying they're managers and they're not really, like, managing. They're not, like, taking it.
Well, a lot of these artists have two managers. They'll
Mhm.
have like the big dog manager handling contracts and their lawyers and like, you know what I'm saying? The moves
Legal
really.
type
Mhm.
shit.
You know what I'm saying? They coordinate with everything. And then you have your day-to-day manager
Mhm.
who coordinates with the main manager, but at the same time is on your day-to-day shit. Like, look, bro, that's what we got to do today. We need
Right.
to get you in this Uber or this car service at this time, get you to here,
Mhm.
blah, blah, blah. Because your big dog manager, he need to be focusing on the BET award. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like,
Right.
shit like that. And then there's
The deals and stuff.
yeah, and there's a smaller manager handling your everyday basis. Like, all right, I'm trying to get in the studio. That person calls the studio, get them in there. But definition, man, a lot of these new artists, honestly, from my opinion, I'm coming from an engineering standpoint. So I'm not even, I just see the transaction or the communication between the two things. And a lot of these new artists think the manager is supposed to like pay for their stuff or like, oh, you gonna manage me? All right. And then when it's time to put up for something, they looking at the manager to put up
Handle
the
it.
bread for them.
Yeah.
Or like, nah, bro, that man is here to facilitate things, not to
Right.
come out his pocket. Now, you do got some good people out here who really believe in you and might meet you halfway on a couple things, but that
Right.
is definitely not their job. If anything, you
Right.
need to be paying them
Right.
for them helping you with the
Or-
facilitation of these
Or you
moves.
get an investor for things like that. You know, investors, you have people have investors and they they pay for their features.
But that's the problem. They think the investor and the manager is the same thing.
Right,
it's not, bruh. Investors, really a label's an investor because all you're doing is getting a loan. Exactly. That's what the deal is.
Putting it into your career.
You know what I'm saying? It's an advance. They didn't say... See, people get this fucked up. When you listen to a quarterback or somebody in the NBA, any sports, they say this is a signing bonus.
Right.
Don't get the terminology fucked up. An advance means I'm giving you this early because I need this back. A signing bonus means on top of whatever we doing. So, you know what I'm saying? These are different things, and people just need to learn the terminology and what things actually are rather than hopping into things they really don't understand and then expecting. And what you're going to get out of that, you know what I'm saying? You're going to always have miscommunications and feel a way about things when you don't have all the information for it.
Right.
Facts.
That's all factual information.
You got something to add to that, Tay?
Honestly, no, I agree with what y'all saying. Like, I just feel like I've never really thought about it until like we brought it up earlier, talking about topics and everything. Because I'm like, I forgot these niggas even got managers with the way they be running out here. Like, who's handling your shit? Like, how are you getting away with doing all this dumb shit? Like, somebody.
But even if we talking about that, not even to cut you off, that's not even a manager's job.
It's
a lot of people have PR services and teams, and that's what handles the way you look, your image, your social media. So it's like
these younger
Karen
niggas,
Civil, she's like that person. She handles your Instagram, how you look, how things are portrayed, things of that. So it's like
your brand,
branding. So it's like people are separate. Now, sometimes you end up playing two roles, you feel me? But at the same time, it's like you just gotta kind of know what people actually are here for and not expect things. You gotta put that work in for yourself, man.
Right.
Yeah, that's true. But like, I'm thinking about like the younger niggas that don't have a PR team behind them, that are only really do have a manager, and they're kind of just doing this shit just to do this shit kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? I feel like those managers should, if you gonna manage somebody like a knucklehead, like you gonna manage a stubborn ass little kid, you gotta understand, like, you gotta take on a role kind of as a caretaker, because these are young niggas who don't know how to act in public, don't know how to handle shit, right? Like Lil Pump shooting the gun in his house. If it's true that the people ran in there, okay. But if not, and you were just shooting the gun in the house just cause, why are you doing shit like that? Like, I feel like the managers not should be babysitting, but like kind of like letting these niggas know, don't do shit like that. Like, you're not gonna have me no more. You're gonna fuck up and yada yada yada. You acting dumb, so just don't do that. You gotta
think though, like, all right, maybe someone who's not in a Little Pump situation, they'll have more, I guess, genuine people around them who would check them. Like, if I started rapping right now, I would definitely, I know who my manager would be, and I know he wouldn't let me be on no fuck shit, just because we're not in that position at all. But when you hit a Little Pump start and you already like touring and you doing all these other things, it's like, I mean, that manager, like, look, I'm getting my 15% or whatever they negotiated regardless. Money. So they don't even give a fuck about you. You know what I'm saying? And they might look at people who's really in the business. If you're managing artists, that means you really know what, I'm not going to say that really know what you're doing, but maybe you've been around long enough. Right. The same way we set up goals in life, these managers set up their artists. They have short-term artists. They have like we set up goals. Right. Short-term artists, medium artists, long-term artists. So it's like this same manager who's managing Beyonce might be managing Little Pump. Yeah, they have you know what I'm saying? So it's like Beyonce is going to be around for the next 20 years. She's a legacy act. Until she decides to wrap it up, Beyonce is always going to be something you can manage. Right. Then you'll have the medium people, 5 to 10 years. I can't really think of an example, but you feel me? Like somebody who's going to be around a good time, maybe for our generation. So I'll say a generational artist. And then you had the short-term people, and that's the quick bread. And you feel me? That's how I even approach it as an audio engineer. It's people who hit me up, man, I'm trying to get 2 hours real quick. I want to put this shit out. I know nothing's going to come from that because they're not putting in the hours of the work that is going to really come through on the back end. So I'm like, man, because them people hit me up, give me a deal. This joint gonna blow up. Nah, pimp, it's this much an hour for this much, and we're gonna get it done. And that's what it's gonna be. Right. Because in my head, I know you're not putting in the work that requires, because I'm also working with the medium artists who's spending 10 hours, 20 hours on one record just recording. Right. And then mixing, mastering, and they don't even know that's going out yet. They're just working on their craft. And then you got the legacy acts, which I don't have I have a couple of those under my belt, but at the same time, I'm not working with them on a regular basis. But I'm pretty sure it's engineers who's like, Beyonce's always gonna be here. Right. I got my 5 to 10 year people, and I got my people who hit me up on a day-to-day basis. And I really, those are the bill payers.
Right.
If you really think about it. Your Beyonce's, that's your 401k. You feel me? The medium term artist, that's your vacation. And the short term artist is that motherfucking bill that's about to hit at the end of the month. And that's kind of how I look at things.
That's
I'm pretty sure engineers look like that, producers, managers, anybody on the business side of the music industry. You can definitely look at it like that.
You can tell how somebody, by the way they come off, you can tell how they're going to be, you know what I'm saying, down the line, if they're going to be there for a second or for a long period of time. That's just how it is. Like, and then with I mean, I don't know if some artists are listening now, with you hearing us saying that, y'all should probably change the way y'all, you know what I'm saying, approach people about certain things. If you're really serious, you should come off more serious. People that treat you the same
definitely
way. Yeah, people that treat you, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and it sound fucked up, but at the same time, I have to make like I do this is what I really want to do. So I have to make some wise decisions based upon how people are approaching me. So it's like, can't put all into you if you're not putting all into yourself. When there's people who really putting in working over here, and that might change my life forever. So nah, word up, man.
Like we paying attention. Like, just know that everybody's paying attention to how you move, and they're gonna treat you as such. That's just how it is. I feel like that's anything though, but I guess some people don't. don't see it that way.
When you grow up.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is.
That's dope, man. Dope.
All right, let's discuss Nipsey Hussle's new album. Honestly, what is the name of it?
It's Victory Lap.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a Nip Hussle fan, bro. So I'm coming from a different place. I might be a stan. Like, I'm almost on that level. Like, I don't even want to hit no negative shit. We got something negative to say, we about to argue.
We about to argue.
Facts.
Shit.
Because I wouldn't say it's stuff before, but I would say I definitely became a fan when Crenshaw came out. That's when I really became a Nipsey Hussle fan. And then Mailbox Money changed my life, bro. That's when I was in school listening to it. I was driving over an hour a day to school. I ain't really had no money like that, so I was like hustling in the music, like audio engineering, to just eat, like straight like that. And then plus going to school every day, no excuses. I was bouncing house to house, had clothes in my car. Like, I mean, y'all know me, so y'all know when I was really going through that. And that's the type of message I was feeding myself every day
during that period of time.
You know what I'm saying? So when Victory Lap came out, I'm like, damn, I'm at a good place in my life. You know what I'm saying? This is Victory Lap. That's winning. So to me, symbolically, it's kind of attached how he has grown as an artist. And now he's on the Victory Lap. Dropping his debut album after people want to, Nipsey Hussle's not independent no more. He signed. Well, he signed, but he got equity in the company and things of that nature. So it's like, and they distributing. So he still owns his shit, it's a business move, straight up. You know what I'm saying? So, and you can't really knock a nigga for making the best decision for him, even if it was just straight up signing. But at the same time, yeah. So now we have Victory Lap, my nigga Nip Hussle, and yeah, that shit was hard. Straight up, that.
I'll be honest, I ain't listened to it too much. I heard a couple songs though, but yeah,
He just talked that shit, man. He just say the things like, I don't know, bro. I don't even know have a real explanation for it. Lyrically, he just says things that if you from the streets or from the hood or you grinding or a hustler, or not if you from that, if you own a business or you're self-employed, he just says things verbally and gives you that confirmation. Like, all right, let me go get this shit.
It speaks to you.
Yeah.
Right.
But before the show, you know what I'm saying? Before we dropped the recording,
she ain't had the same energy. Sometimes
the person who I love in the door, Tay, she had some things to say, not about his music, but you know, kind of character wise, I guess.
Yeah, we all know I care about everybody's character. But I like Nipsey Hussle. I'm a YG fan. I feel as though I'm a YG stan. So like, yeah, I fuck with his shit. So him and Nipsey Hussle be making music together. I be listening to their shit, whatever. But sometimes when he just be talking, he be like, when he made that Instagram post, I was all for everything he was saying, but like, I just don't agree with the fact that like, I guess I'm just a black woman. I don't see what you guys are gonna see. Of course, I'm not gonna understand everything y'all go through. So
respect
him talking about he feeling like America basically tries to make it seem like black men aren't masculine or whatever. I never really saw it like that. I mean, I just see black men as basically the strongest men I know. I was raised by a black man.
That's
so
what I'm
like,
saying, but that's the point. That's where you're coming from.
Exactly. Like, so I've never questioned a man really being, you know, like black men being weak as a whole. You know what I'm saying? I've never questioned that ever. So like when he said that, I didn't really understand why he said it, because I felt like he was trying to say gay men aren't masculine when that's not the case in a lot of things. Not all gay men are feminine. Some gay men are your best friends that have never, ever showed a sign of them even being gay at all. You know what I'm saying? So when he said that, it kind of threw me off, because I'm like, I just be feeling like, do you get out sometimes? Like, do you know gay men? So like, it just threw me off. But like, if all black men are feeling like that, I can't disagree with it. That's why I let you say what you had to say, because I'm like, I'm not gonna disagree with what you're saying, because I don't know what you go through. I don't know how you guys are.
I don't think nobody
feel.
thinks all gay men, especially growing up in the DMV, bruh. I used to watch the checking niggas beat up.
That's what I'm saying.
The hardest niggas in the La Pearl every fucking weekend. So I don't even think it's about that. It's real life more of, I don't think he was even saying that, to be honest. I think people just took it that way. I think he was just trying to say, that's what's cool now. You know what I'm saying?
Being gay?
No, not gay, because he never said that. That's how y'all took it.
Or being feminine.
Being soft is cool.
Is that how y'all feel?
It's like,
I need like to pull up the exact.
Yeah, I can't even really articulate this the way I want to say it. Like, and I feel like he was saying it in his way, but it just came off a different way.
And that's another reason why like I don't really talk about it, because I'm like, I don't know what this nigga's talking about. Yeah, like he threw me for a loop on that one. I was just like,
thing he said, and then we probably can.
I ain't got no service in the basement.
I don't even know where my phone at. We in
the basement. For real.
For real.
For real.
Nah, but more of the case is, I think it was more about, I don't know. It's really hard to articulate. But he just, okay, let me just say this. So we don't even got to get in depth about that. Even if he felt that way, or if that's what he was saying, or maybe not what he's saying. Everybody human or had a right to feel how they feel. So even if he's wrong, or if you think he's wrong, so what?
Yeah, no, that's very, very true. But
why can't we separate these artists from their feelings and how they approach?
You support Trump supporters?
No.
All right then.
Okay.
I have the right. I feel like we should be allowed to separate. We should separate the way people are and their talent. I don't care. You can be talented as fuck and be a psychopath. There's a lot of psychopaths that are locked up for life that are great at singing or great at checkers or great at chess. I don't fucking know.
It's perception.
Greatest puzzle doer in the world, but it doesn't matter because they're a psychopath that killed 17 people or whatever.
If a baby is born, their whole life, never met a black person in their life, and they're raised till they're adults around white races, then how the fuck can I really be mad at them, because that's what they've been accustomed to? And that's just the kind of perspective I try to get back the opposite way when white people look at us a certain way, or they selling drugs or da-da-da-da-da. Motherfucker, he applied for 10 jobs and he didn't get it, but he still got 3 kids at home he got to, you know what I'm saying, provide for, and a wife. So it's just kind of like, it's a perspective thing. So it's not always right or wrong. It's just where they coming from. Do I agree with Trump supporters and all that shit? No. But at the same time, I mean, if that's what they think, that's what they think. I don't care. Put it like that. I don't care. I think that's a better way put.
That's interesting.
That's a way better way put. I don't give a fuck. If you're a Trump supporter, you go Trump support over there. Just don't bring that shit to me. And that's really how I approach life. Now, if you want to yell at me in my face about it, then that we
wouldn't support a Trump supporter because you don't agree with their views.
What is support though?
I'm saying like
if it was a music artist.
Yeah. If Nipsey Hussle was a Trump supporter.
That sounds so crazy.
It does sound wild. It does sound wild saying that because that doesn't even make sense. But
if he was a Trump supporter, hold on, I want a real scenario.
Okay, say if like
who's a real? Do we know somebody who's an artist who's a Trump supporter?
I don't know. Not anybody
Who
we would be
might
listening
like?
to.
Nah, maybe not an artist. I mean, it's some people that got like okay. Think about when people got mad when Steve Harvey was having meetings with Trump.
Like, I didn't get mad when Steve Harvey.
I didn't either. I didn't really care. He probably was talking about some real like.
I'm still gonna watch Family Feud every day.
Right,
because that bitch is on
some
every
people
day.
Be
it's
like,
on right now.
I never stopped watching Family Feud like, after that shit.
Why is this nigga in a meeting with this
Kanye?
nigga?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
And I still fuck with Kanye, so I'm
okay then. So do we not listen to Kanye?
But
I don't think he. But that's the thing.
I felt like he was.
That's different though. We probably can't.
I don't know. How is it different?
Because that don't mean that they're supporters though.
If you show up to somebody's.
If you show up to somebody,
that's support.
No, it's not support.
Support.
No,
that is support.
No.
That's support.
Because listen.
There's levels, but that's support.
That's not support.
All right, go ahead.
You could be like, bro, like make sure you get in here. And don't be doing no wild ass shit. I know you in here. We got to deal with your like. What if he just stepped to him like that? Like, do what you say you about to do. Don't do no extra shit because you already in there. We can't do nothing. I think that's how Steve Harvey stepped.
But even if that's what you were saying, that's basically tell him build that wall.
This nigga about to come up
in
those house.
Tell me what that's what he's saying.
It's just circumstances, like how you said. It's like we got to deal with him now. Like what else are we gonna do with it? We can't just sit around, mope around, be bad, and never talk to the nigga. We got to make the best out of this fucked up situation.
That's what a lot of people felt like too.
That's how I felt.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, maybe
I don't care. What can we do? That's all. That's basically my point. What can we do? Say Nipsey Hussle did say like had that stance. I'm still gonna listen to his music,
but she's not. And she said this last week too.
And that's her.
Said, I'm not fucking with.
And that's
nothing.
your right. And that's her right.
But within this situation, I really just don't understand even what he was trying to say for real. I took it like I wanted to take it. So, and everybody else took it the same way I did. Well, not everybody, but a lot of people did. So, but I mean, everybody kind of felt. The only reason why I'm skeptical is because of what you said, honestly. Because I mean, I'm gonna still listen.
I mean, but and then like people talk about maybe he could have been, chiming in on, how people talk about like our black comedians, like all the black comedians.
And that's another thing that I was thinking about because they get really mad that like you're a sellout if you get an address. Like we all didn't watch Big Mama's House, so I'm confused why everybody didn't like that shit.
We were sheep though. We didn't know what was going on in front of us. We was laughing at it, but then
he was a secret agent. Like what the fuck? He was a secret agent.
Yeah,
he was undercover. That's fucking cool as shit.
Madea ain't no goddamn secret agent.
No, but Tyler Perry's zesty, so that's valid.
Zesty?
Zesty.
Go ahead, yo.
See how you think about our powerful, strong black men?
I didn't call him gay. I said he was zesty. I said he was zesty. You gonna tell me he not zesty? Sit here and lie to me right now. Sit here and lie to me.
I don't know that man.
I don't know.
I've never met him a day in my life.
I don't know if his name is Murdia.
Have you never seen him talk before?
Whoa, so now a man is gay the way he talks?
Our own black women.
You see what I'm saying?
I didn't call him gay. I called him zesty. So like, I don't even understand what
zesty?
you're trying to...
What does zesty mean? What's the definition of
Zesty just means you might be a little zesty.
Spicy, a little flavorful.
Like spicy, yeah. You just...
Fuck out of here. That's what people say though. Like when our black comedians, everybody, they put them in a dress.
Martin Lawrence isn't zesty to me though.
Martin Lawrence, Jamie Foxx,
zesty, though.
Eddie Murphy, all of them.
None of them zesty to me though.
Eddie Murphy is a little zesty.
Okay, yeah, no, Eddie Murphy, but we've been new.
MK don't say zesty, bro. Next time I hear you say that, it better be getting the sauce from Burger King, nigga. We not calling niggas zesty.
But
that's a nice term.
I think that's what people think though. Like when you, and then that's why Dave Chappelle was probably like the realest nigga on earth, bro.
Yeah,
he broke it all down for everybody. Like he was not
doing all that extra shit.
He wasn't with it.
And I don't think it's more the conspiracy of that is it wasn't more of them doing it. It's more of the producers and these white men who want to demask. See, this is now we getting back to this like. Getting that dress, it's gonna sell tickets or sell movies.
It's really funny. It's nothing funnier than a man in a dress.
Yeah, but it's like, what white men do we see in dress? And I think really
Besides
that's what
Robin Williams, nobody. John Travolta, yeah, he did get a dress.
Okay. What movie
and he was
that?
A serious role in a dress.
I know
like
exactly
he was really a woman. Hairspray. He played the mom.
I never seen that movie. So
Yeah, I mean, I get it, but it just seems like why every single.
Only musical I seen was one of them shits that's recent.
Musical that's recent?
Yeah.
I haven't watched a new musical in a while.
No,
besides
wait.
the Christmas Story.
Have y'all seen that show called White Famous?
Nah.
No, my mom said it's really funny though.
Remember, the cameraman right here probably knows what I'm talking about. But I remember that show I was telling you about, Cameraman.
That's his name, Cameraman
Butter from 210.
Still look a lot of butter.
but now it's like the first episode in there. Like he's in there. Actually, Jamie Foxx I forgot the dude's name. I can't remember the star's name. Mm-hmm. But he's in there with Jamie Foxx.
The nigga who be doing the impressions.
Yeah, the nigga be doing the impressions. I forgot what his name is.
He's from SNL. You don't know.
I do know.
No, you don't.
Jay Farrow. Yep. Get off my dick.
Yeah.
Big dog.
But anyway, Jay Farrow's in that show. That's his show. He's starring in the show or whatever. And like in one of the first episode, he goes to a trailer with Jamie Foxx, and Jamie Foxx is trying to convince him to put a dress on. Like, and it's wild. If y'all haven't, y'all got to see it. It's so crazy. It's like, wow, Jamie Foxx, he has like a daydream, and Jamie Foxx tells him to put the dress on. He goes in the bathroom, comes out in the dress, and it was like, yeah. He was like, Nikki, he said, yeah, you in that dress, you look good, and your dick gone. He was like, what? And he pulled the dress up. He was like, where's my dick?
Nah, really though. So like, I think that was a great wrap up, because maybe I feel like that's what he was talking about. I couldn't articulate that, but through that analogy, I feel like that's where people were talking about. Like, it's just cool to be unmasculine, not saying gay. You know what I'm saying? It's cool to be gay right now. Like, what? You don't think it's cool to be gay right now?
I think it's okay to be gay now.
No, I think if you're a woman or gay right now, you're on fire. Like, if we had to go with...
It's not that it's cool. We're trying to get rights back. It's not cool to be these things when people treat you like shit. It's not cool. These niggas, no. Gay niggas, I don't think they think it's cool. This is their life, and they're trying to not get killed.
You're a woman right now, you're untouchable. Like, you cannot do nothing wrong. Nobody can say nothing wrong against you. Nothing. You scared to say anything. I'm scared to say what I'm saying right.
Don't touch me in the workplace. Don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Respect.
Yeah.
How about that?
But yeah, I think we all agree. Yeah.
I think we all agree. After all that.
Agree. Yeah. I don't want to say we agree to disagree. I think we all agree. We all have a little different take on it, but
a little flavor, a little zest. All right.
Nope.
Let's
that's what a disagree is.
I'm blank.
Let's agree to disagree.
I keep hitting y'all feet.
Yeah, man, you stomping me out.
Yep. Sorry, not sorry.
Big balls.
All right,
stomping in my head.
Okay, he's wild. All right, come on, let's move on.
Wale just got dropped from Atlantic. Pow. Turn your phone off.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, that
you guys.
It happened.
Yeah.
You hear that, America? You hear that, DMV? It happened. I want to hear what y'all got to say about that. That's what I want to hear. I want to hear what everybody
I
got to say about that shit, because what the fuck did I just tell you?
All right, sorry, Mom. But yeah.
Whatever.
Big dog.
He just said Mom.
But we went. Wale was like ours for a long time. From the Fly, then the rest of them still got my Nike boots.
Right.
Then when he had his first album and he was signed to Interscope with Mark Ronson. I'm like pulling this out there. Okay. I don't know how I'm doing this shit, but goddamn. Then and that's when he got the chilling with Lady Gaga and all of these things. And you know what I'm saying? He was playing that industry / poetic type dude. You know what I'm saying? And you could feel he was uncomfortable. And I think time went past, and they dropped him. They dropped Wale, Interscope. And then I want to say a month later, or maybe that same month they drop him, and this is 2010 or 11. I don't know why my fucking boy, I don't know what breakfast I ate my Wheaties this morning. But so Wale got dropped. and nobody really knew about it. So in this time, he was dropping his mixtapes and stuff, and his fan base continued to grow, not only here in the DMV, but everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when he was doing his More About Nothing mixtapes and things of that nature. And No Hands came out with Waka Flocka and Roscoe Dash.
Mm-hmm.
Great song.
And Interscope tried to sign him back after that. Like literally just dropped him and wanted to sign him back after that.
That's crazy.
Because he had that song was going crazy.
They dropped him before that song dropped.
But they ain't know that thing was going to do what it did.
Oh my God. That's
so they tried to pick him up. And then simultaneously as that happened, he signed with Ross.
Mm-hmm.
Ross signed Meek Mill, Wale, and Pill.
Yeah,
the first people
Pill,
to MMG. And I want to say I was in like 10th grade or 11th grade when all this happened in high school.
Good time in rap. Good time.
Stamp.
Yeah.
So then Wale got back on his high horse. The next album he dropped after that, he had Ambition. And that joint had like Lotus Flower Bomb and shit like that on it. And that's when Miguel first came out. So he was flaming again, like on fire. So then he had, you know what I'm saying? Then they dropped the MMG albums. They was on MMG 1,
the volumes,
2. Yep. I don't know. I just feel like he had a good stint of just quality music, but a lot of people had complaints like, oh, Wale, you're not being yourself no more. People don't really understand how you can't get the same content you get with mixtape with albums. We'll get into that in a later topic, but it's you know what I'm saying? That's a whole nother conversation for itself, but I was still supporting Wale through all of that. Not just support just because he's from the DMV and we from the DMV, but legit, like, at this time when niggas was arguing about the best upcoming rappers, it was real loud. Wale, J. Cole, Drake, and Kendrick.
Yeah.
Like,
Kendrick.
that was the combo. It wasn't...
And now look at it.
Snap, though. Like, nigga, that wasn't even up for debate. Like, and a
They're
lot of those arguments, Wale was number one.
Because you were comparing Wale to J. Cole at the time, and you're like, damn, like, but Wale was putting out, like, those were radio hits. Like, and back then we're young, so radio hits were really
mattering.
Like, that was really a thing.
Right.
Man, oh, what a time.
So then, to continue the timeline of things, so then after that, his next album was
Gifted, right?
The Gifted, thank you. So he had The Gifted, and I want to say Body Like a Benz was his hit off of there.
Body
and
like
Matrimony with
was
Usher.
That
and
wasn't the Nicki Minaj though? One of my
Clappers. That was on there
Mark
with
Henry.
Juicy J.
Wow.
Shout out to Mark Henry DV. But yeah, so he was still playing that, you know what I'm saying, radio game. And if you know about labels, as long as you can appease to their, you know what I'm saying, that
their
radio
bank
game, really, but that radio game and stay in the notice, then they're going to mess with you. But then after that, he put out, the album About Nothing, which
that
completed his mixtape series. And I love the mixtape About Nothing. I love More About Nothing. The album About Nothing wasn't my favorite, but it's some records on there that are just nuts. Like
Girls on Drugs, Need to
hard.
Know.
Need to Know hard.
The Matrimony,
Hard.
what? Like, these songs, this is the joint
My
with
favorite
the body.
song, you know, my favorite song on there, I can't think of the name.
Goodness gracious.
God Smile. I might list to that every day on everything. To this day, God Smile.
He had SZA on this joint, and people wasn't even thinking about SZA back then. Like,
matter of
I
fact,
was like, pay attention, pay attention.
Before the song started, before the podcast started, we was singing the hook that they did on there.
We definitely was.
I just wanna know your name.
I didn't know if we was like,
crazy.
I didn't know
And
if we was
that
going
was-
that song or like the actual song. So like, it was kind of like a mixture of both. But that, no,
we
that
was
was
going-
Hey man, it was dope. Y'all missed it.
Because the cameraman say, "No, we won't record." Shout out to Butter. But so to continue the timeline, so then that came out, and he put out. I can't think of these mixtape names right now. These other ones because I didn't really like them like that. And
I don't have Spinrilla on my phone no more.
What's the one?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
It was 2 more mixtapes.
What is it called? What is it called?
Because he got a song with Ab Soul on it that I still listen to.
And then he put the One Do Baby song on it too.
Yeah, Loyalty. That was on there. So Wale just kept feeding the streets, and he kept. And in that time, if you even think about it, he got Fat Trail signed to MMG as well. Right. So the DMV was doing good. A lot of people's first time hearing Light Show is when he put him on the
outro on one of his songs, right?
Yeah, Georgetown Press.
Georgetown Press, right?
Like, bruh, if we keep the shit up, he like been pushing the DMV forward for a long time and keeping us relevant.
Right.
And then it was like, so get to where I was trying to get to. He put out the Shine album, which was his last one. Wasn't my favorite, but I still like a bunch of songs on there. I listen to a bunch of stuff off of there. Wasn't a lot of people's favorite album. But on top of that, he had the DMV started rising. Mm-hmm. Like a lot of people, we always been that underground city. We always had go-go for a long time. We had a lot of things here. We even had a lot of people don't know, but like this rock and roll scene. It's not rock and roll. I want to say it was pop. I mean, not pop, punk. We had a punk rock scene.
Oh, we definitely because we had My Brother's Place and everything like that. Yeah, that was
and that was part of that punk rock scene. So we had our white people, white people who had their scene here. We had it just overall was underground. Right. We had our underground scene here for a real long time. So once Wale was the only person outside of that. But since the DMV and since social media, now we got Rico Nasty, Shy Glizzy, Fat Trail, Q the Fool. Just all these local people starting to take that shine.
Free flock.
And then he put that album out. I feel like it was like a domino effect. Like the DMV wasn't fucking with it. It kind of, I ain't gonna say flop. I don't really know the numbers to say anything flop. Or I don't know what he projected. Because a flop isn't always... You know what I'm saying? If I spent $2 making an album and I make $5,500 off of it, shit.
$5.
If I spend $2 and make $5, I don't care what y'all say. That's not a flop.
That's not a flop.
So I don't really know what the budget is to even make that assumption. But with all of those domino effects of the DMV on the rise right now and Wale, you know what I'm saying? People don't feel the way about him as they used to. I think that's what kind of contributed to Atlantic, like, we going a different way. And if you think about Atlantic, bro, they have Bruno Mars right now. Arguably one of the hottest people on the planet. Like, we're talking about him in the same conversation as Beyonce and Prince and all of these other people.
Had a great time at the Grammys.
Entertainer.
Then we got Cardi B. Easily the hottest female artist right now. I'm not even going to say female and box her in. Easily one of the hottest artists in general right now. Fucking, I can't even think of all of the other people.
Isn't Lil Uzi signed at Atlantic?
I think so. He's signing, like... Bro, they on fire right now. And it's kind of like I don't know, they just kind of, I feel like they just going another way. You know what I'm saying? When that job hit your ass, we going another direction.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then this was all the way to my final point. So this week is All-Star Weekend. Today is Sunday. We drop it on Monday, but it's Sunday. The All-Star game is tonight. I want to say Monday or Tuesday, Wale put out a new song called All-Star Breakup. And it kind of had played on the breakup, and it was Valentine's Day when he put it out, and all of those things. And then, come to find out, y'all told me before the show started, Atlantic dropped him. So I'm like, All-Star Breakup. So he already knew they was going to drop him. And when I go back now and I'm thinking about the lyrics of that song, it kind of plays too. It's just a double entendre or a double message of a song. So yes, he's talking about the All-Star break, really triple. All-Star break.
All right.
Relationship break. And
parting ways with
Atlanta. So it's like a triple entendre of a song.
Like it's like who does that? Like that's dope. I think that's tight though. Like at the end of the day, that's like,
and I'm gonna get back to that later when we get back to making that content when based upon your status of album and mixtape. So we'll get to that later. But I'll let y'all hop in, but I kind of just wanted to lay out a timeline of things.
Hey man, you said everything, bro. Like
I love Wale and I always love Wale. He fucked up shit with his fans, and like I'm not even one of those fans. I personally feel like he fucked up with people in the DMV legit really just stopped liking Wale. Like you don't really see that happen.
But why?
That's what I'm saying. Like people stopped liking him because I guess he was saying shit to his fans that people didn't think he should have been saying. But like, what? Like, like people be trying to go on him like because he respond like that make y'all mad. Why? Because he like a poetic ass nigga. Like
they get mad because he'll respond to hate.
Yeah, and like
not to like, hey, Wale, good album.
Right.
You know
yeah, and like I understand like that would upset me too. Like I don't want to hear you whining all the time because I mean like J. Cole said it himself. You know what I'm saying? Like this was my friend, but like he needs to stop worrying about what like the haters basically, which is true. That's the thing that bothers me is that he let it like. Obviously, I didn't personally see what they were saying and what he was saying, but obviously it did affect him as an artist.
Mm-hmm.
Like he wasn't putting out what he normally puts out for us, which really bugs me because I love Wale. I listen to his mixtapes and everything like that. Like, and I don't really do that with a lot of artists.
But the artists not. Can we go through a stint? Like these are humans at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And it's me talking as an artist or producer or engineer. Like we go through stints, bro. Like all of Jay-Z's albums, I don't listen to Kingdom Come. I listen to like one song off of there. Like I don't really.
I don't need every song on the album to be great for me to still listen to you, like and still like you as an artist. But like I feel like it did get to a point where people really just all started just hating on Wale. And I'm like, why? Like, did he say something personal to y'all? Like, did he say fuck the DMV? Like, am I missing something? I just personally feel as though he needs to just he does need to ignore it sometimes. But like I think him responding, like I think he should ignore it because it affects him. But like if he's not going to let it affect the music that he puts out, trying not to go mainstream is basically what people say. Like he tried to go mainstream and that's why he's like.
But that's why I laid out the timeline, because has he not been mainstream this whole time?
That's what I'm saying.
Hits, like hit after hit.
Like I feel like the second I heard Wale, he was on the radio. Yeah. Like my brother always listened to mixtapes and everything like that.
First shit we heard was Fly, then the rest of them Still Got My Nike Boots. That was on the radio. Dig Dug, Allow Me to Introduce Me.
That's
My name Wale, don't say Wally. Wale. That's on the radio. It was DMV shit, but it was on the radio.
Yeah, like the DMV was playing, like 93.9 was playing it. That's enough for me. Like what the fuck?
Especially when we was that young.
Breakdown.
Exactly. That's something that's really major, because if it's getting played on the radio, you hearing at your school dances. Like this is everything everybody's listening to. That's why I never understood people talking about he not the same. I'm like, the only thing I've ever heard from Wale that didn't feel like it was Wale was Shine, and that's just because I wasn't really feeling it as much. I wasn't really excited to listen to it either, because I hadn't really heard anything from him for a while. So I was like, oh yeah, Wale, I forgot about him.
I think like another thing we got to think about too is like the game itself. Like I feel like I can say that like I think Atlantic kind of hones after like artists that are more like social media based more
and
than that.
He's not like
and
that.
Wale isn't as like in your face social media like that all the time.
Right.
He's like really dope with the music, like, and I feel like that's what Atlantic wants. They like the image. They want this. I would kind of say it's like the short. You know what I'm saying? Come here. Oh, you popping on social media? Come here. Let me get some money off you real quick.
Right. They can
and then
sign whoever
who's
they
the
want.
next one? Like this.
But if we think about it, how long has Wale been with Atlantic? When was No Hands? 2000.
That was like 2009, 2010.
Yeah.
Okay, so we playing that short term thing. They getting a short term. He was that 5 to 10 year medium artist in that. He wasn't short term. And if we want to play them years, that's about around that time.
That's about
maybe that
time.
could have been like Stretch though, if he would have like did what they wanted. I don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You just hit a certain point and they kind of look at you as you've hit your peak and now it can go this way. Not to say you can't catch another wave and go up again, but at the same time, that's really hard to do. Like Beyonce was Beyonce from the jump.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
For real.
You know what I'm saying? Bruno Mars like been Bruno Mars for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to take that recognition to get there. But you always know, like The Weeknd, we always knew that nigga was going to be that nigga. It's just a matter of when it's going to happen.
But then you got
nobody looked at Wale saying this is going to be the next blah, 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 blah. It was just more of like, this nigga's dope. His music is dope. And we going to ride this wave for
as long as we can, really. Like, as long as he's giving us it, we're going to take it. But
and what's him to really complain about it? Because if we talking about even middle school when he was first signed to Interscope, I want to say that's 2000. I want to really look this up.
I got into high school in 2012. 2011. Dang. I got into high school in 2011.
Shit. You're old, man.
Dang.
I feel old. It's only 2018.
Dig Dug came out in 2006.
Okay.
Dang. It's around
607.
I just want to see when he signed the first joint.
It was heavy back then. We was in that stuff.
No,
heavy.
there was definitely a time where like I was definitely just listening to all DMV rappers, like, and it honestly went for a really long time up to like the Racks. Where like I was really listening to the Racks.
Because you got to think about it. It was like the downfall. The downfall of Go-Go. Like that's when,
and it was like all the rappers spiked up, and it was like.
But Wale was definitely the first one you always heard. Even like when Go-Go was
2008 is when he signed it.
I feel like
with Mark Ronson.
Okay.
And Interscope.
Right, and Go-Go was
2008.
Still heavy.
That's 10 years. If we really playing exactly that timeline of short term, like medium term, long term,
right.
that's a good 10-year career in the music industry. Like,
I don't think it's over though.
It's not over.
Yeah, it's not over. Yeah,
I'm just giving perspective.
Right.
It's not over.
Yeah.
No, he's not. No,
That's
he's
just listen.
gonna keep giving us music.
Right. And then Wale is a legend.
That.
I don't care how we want to put it. Yeah, I don't care how much you want to hate. He is a legend. He is on the same level. If we doing DMV legends, as Chuck Brown, fucking
Rapper
Dave
wise,
Chappelle.
yeah.
Like, he is definitely that
definitely
nigga when it comes to rapping. When it comes out of this area, just because of what he did for it and how he opened things up.
He honestly, I feel like he kept Go-Go alive because it's on his albums. Like, he didn't let that go. Like, that's whenever you, like, it don't matter how mainstream it got. Like, it's a mainstream fake Go-Go song.
Clappers.
Like,
Chilling.
These are masterpieces. Like,
Pretty
what?
Girls, like all them jumps. Like, yeah, like it was all in it, and he made everybody.
And do you guys remember the remix to Pretty Girls? Oh my
That's
gosh!
what I'm saying, bro.
I'm sorry, that had Chris Brown on it. Hey, he fucked that joint up. Okay,
See, Breezy.
It says we're talking about Chris Brown. Yeah, nah, bro, but I don't think it's over at all. I think
it's not over.
He's about to.
Somebody gonna sign him.
It's gonna be he gonna turn.
You think somebody's not gonna sign him?
Right.
He signed to Ross.
Yeah.
Ross might be the greatest. It's argued between him and Wayne, but the best artist
finding other
artist label owner. Because
Right.
a lot of times when you get signed to an artist, you just be shelved,
Yeah.
really.
Shelved.
But what Ross did with Meek and Wale, it's crazy.
Bro, that time period was so lit because it
Son,
was like really
mattered.
it was like really real for me because like my father, he lives in Philly, so like I was seeing the like Philly going crazy at the same time I was seeing
The
DMV go
yeah,
crazy
that's
at the
crazy.
same time. I was going back and forth. Like we was in me and Jay, we was in the go-go band. You know what I'm saying? So I was going back and forth from Philly. I was up there because my dad lived up there, and my dad was like, "Yeah, Meek Mill," and then you come down here, Wale. And Rick Ross saw it too. Like they was coming, he was doing shows and he was going to the cities, and they were more hyped to see Meek Mill than they was to see him. Like that's how
and
like
come to DC and Wale would run it more than the big artists.
So he was like, "Who are these niggas?" Then he, like, you think about it, we still talking about them today. Like he's definitely great for what he did.
Definitely.
And I was gonna say the only competitor at that time I say was Wayne because
that was
Nicki,
a great
Drake,
time.
even Tiger.
I was about to say definitely Tiger was putting out the fucking
Rack City
party
Rack City
songs. What? Rack City, bitch. Rack City, bitch. You play that joint at a party still, and that shit pop. Son, even what that joint, Make It Nasty, fool. What?
That sound.
Play that joint in the fucking at the club. People gonna go crazy. I don't care what nobody say. Play that at the club. And back then, that's when everything mattered. Like we were paying attention to Young Money. Like everybody was like shouting out Young Money. Like that was
back
cool
when music
shit.
videos was really still on TV. Like we was watching 106 and Park and shit.
Yes, like so it mattered. Like you're watching the Bedrock music video and it got all these niggas in it. And like, but at the same time, like there's fucking Meek Mill and Wale with Rick Ross, and everybody fuck with Rick Ross back then because that's when he was dropping fucking.
That's one of my favorite artists.
Music. Aston Martin music is one of the best songs I've ever heard of all time. Of all time. I don't care what nobody says.
God Forgives, I Don't is a
I don't
top
care.
album of all time as well.
We can debate that physically.
Aston Martin music.
I live in Waldorf.
Justice League. Justice League, we got, come on, man.
No, but really though, that was a great time. I'm trying to think who else was there. Those were like the only two groups I really remember back then.
They were putting work in.
They were important for the culture. Great time for music.
All
right, but hey, now we can talk about Cardi and the spotlight. This kind of goes.
Cardi. Hey.
Got body in the Rari. Diamonds on, loving my body. Shining on, loving my body. Gotta get your bitch on.
Hey man. 2017, that was a great year for her, bro. Like that, I've never seen nobody have a year like that.
You know the thing about Cardi B that's crazy? It's not even her music that's really selling. It's just her. So she's gonna be like, we're gonna be old as fuck, like 80, and Cardi B is gonna be on The View or some shit. Like she has that personality where she's always gonna be around, bruh. So it ain't even. I think people be even to say, oh, how long is Cardi gonna be around or how she can deal with stuff. Like I don't think it really matters because she just has that personality and energy and the vibe and her take on things is always gonna be something people want to hear.
Yeah. No, that's really valid because she can. First of all, she's in the Alexa commercials. Like she's a personality.
Nah, real life.
She can do that shit, and she does a great ass job at it. Like, I would love to, like, if they were to get her some acting shit, put her in a funny ass movie with some little lines. Like, yeah, like help her out with that shit.
She's a
like
personality, man.
Like, I could see her being like, if they were to do like a Friday remake, having her be like one of the characters. Like, I could see that shit happening. Like,
that'd be dope.
Like, she could do so much. That's why, like, I don't have a problem with what Cardi says. Like, I feel like you can respond. You have every right to respond. Like, people want to talk about you. People can talk about the same thing with Wale. Like, if you want to talk about you, people want to talk about you. If you want to say something, say something. But like, I'm cool with Cardi because she doesn't like let it affect her as a person. She come back like, I don't give a fuck about y'all. Like, I'm gonna still do what I want to do though. Like, I'm gonna still put out this music. I'm gonna still be rich. I'm gonna still yada yada yada. Right. So like, I don't know why people try and make it seem like she can't handle it. She can't do this shit.
I think that's the perfect segue because that's really what happened with Wale. If we keeping it a buck, Wale doesn't have that personality to be able to go do. Well, I can't even say that, but he's not a personality like Cardi is. So even if it doesn't work for music, Cardi can go on and do other stuff. But when it comes to like the Wale situation and to what you said just now, people gonna say those things, and those the same things people were saying about Wale. Why are you responding to this? Why you did it? And people's attention span is short these days. So it's gonna hit a point where people get tired of Cardi B musically or how she responds to things, but that's not gonna stop her from going on and continuing to be great.
Because she was already on Love and Hip Hop. So put her on a reality show. There you got it.
She came from Instagram.
New York.
She came from Instagram
to Love and Hip Hop,
man.
And that platform took her to where she is.
I was one of those girls when the video first dropped. A Hoe Never Gets Cold. That joint started on Tumblr. Okay, that joint wasn't even on Twitter yet. That joint started on Tumblr. I swear to God.
I've never been on there, but
man, that's Tumblr gets everything first. Like, they get everything first. So like, man, Cardi B was on that joint. A Hoe Never Gets Cold. We was going out to parties freshman year.
Butt ass naked.
Boy. Jackets. Look, we knew it was gonna be hot in the jump. Jackets in the car. We just gonna walk a little fast into the party. Like, we didn't care. Like, that's how shit went. We was Delaware State. Everybody at Delaware State know you walk into the party. Homecoming, you're walking to the party. You're walking from the Ville all the way to the all the way to the fucking
Ville
Memorial Hall building.
I fuck
type
with DSU
shit.
though. My homie, he a Q. I used to go up there with him.
I don't even remember. You said what?
So I fuck with DSU. Been up there a few times.
DSU,
Homecoming.
Never been there.
But yeah, everybody know the party be hot.
The party be hot.
The party be hot as shit because
we
in that joint fucked
But niggas been doing that. Y'all late to the party.
Go-go's and stuff.
Right.
Nigga. But nah, what's different is y'all be trying to be cute. I used to have my North Face or Halle take that bad boy off, do the rap.
No, it's fucking up the fit. It's fucking up the fit. We was like, nah, we gonna take these. We gonna drink this bottle of Henny.
That's why you had to have multiple Hellies or multiple North Faces, so it crack when you take that thing off and you wrap it around. It still go with the situation.
Nope. We got our heels on. We got these dresses on. No, you gonna see what the fuck I look like.
Real life though, I agree. That's different for y'all because I don't want no daggone coat covering that thing up. I'm trying to see what you got in the trunk.
Back there.
See, like you can't fuck up the fit.
Leave the coat. What you doing with that coat on?
Bye, son. I just think she need to stop telling people she gonna fight them, dropping her address on the IG. She be doing that shit a lot.
She's too genuine, bro.
Yeah,
that's why people like her too, though.
That's why I be like, I mean, hey, she dropped the Addy, so I mean,
where you at? But now I know y'all heard about like the Census All-Star Weekend, how she was getting threats or whatever because she put that coat on and was saying I don't like flu or something like that.
Yeah, I hate wearing flu.
You can't diss niggas. Put it like this: all that shit originated from LA.
It did though, yeah.
So Bloods and Crips is gonna take that shit a little differently there than when maybe you somewhere else. Now I don't really know shit about that because y'all know from the DMV, or if you don't know, we not really gang oriented.
No,
it's hoods.
It's more like neighborhood. Yeah,
it's hoods and groups. Yeah. So I guess you could say the group is a kind of gang, but we not color based or none of that shit.
It's not organized.
It's not at all.
Yeah, it's not organized. That's what's wrong too. So,
like you real life can grow up somewhere, go and be beefing with the niggas from one street over,
and they could be your cousin live over there. Yeah. Like you beefing with them now.
What you gonna be like that?
So
like, no, I'm from Waldorf. I was driving around. I was driving through your neighborhood because I was driving. Finished my day before I got here. So I was driving around the neighborhood. I was like, "Kill!" Like, I be waving to people in neighborhoods and shit like that because I can do that. Like in my neighborhood, I be waving to people. Like my neighbors, if I don't wave at my neighbor, they're like, "What the fuck she ain't waving me for?" Like they gonna say something to my parents and be like, "Oh yeah, I saw Taylor the other day," but they don't say nothing else though. They be like, because I forgot to wave. So like I be waving to people, but like can't do that in the city.
Nah,
Can't just be waving at
mean here,
people.
Mo. I just got back from Atlanta not too long ago. People was holding the door for me.
Yeah, no, people in
God
Atlanta
damn.
friendly as shit.
God damn. You know how you at the light and the light just turned green and the niggas behind you be like,
Yeah.
I was down there, me and my brother at the light a whole 5 seconds, bro, and they just like, we ain't getting no horn.
wait
We
for
was
you.
like, damn, my bad.
Man,
They ain't even
what?
say nothing.
Me and Noah was driving in the city the other day. I swear to God, we was just hearing honking everywhere. But we're like, why would you be
I
honking?
seen that on y'all
around?
stop.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we were like, son, I swear to God, I hear honk like every 5 seconds. Like, we looking around and shit like, the light was green for literally a second. Like, we had gone, so we're like, there ain't no way the nigga behind us could have gone yet. Like, niggas just be wild around here. Atlanta,
It gets worse
place,
for
though.
the further up north you go.
Yeah, definitely. That
Definitely,
southern
that's what-
hospitality is definitely a thing, though. I ain't never sit at the light that long without getting the honk. That's a fact,
Had a
cuz.
nigga in DC
That
drive
joint be
around
like
me.
green.
Yeah. Shit.
Oh, don't try to go around me.
Nigga in
Don't try to
DC went
go around
around
me.
me. The light turned
Don't
red,
try to
and
go
he went around me.
I'm putting my
fool.
car in sport mode and I'm speeding up.
Son, no, it was like I stopped at a light, but I didn't. He wanted me to go through the
I'm
light.
putting that thing in sport. And don't let it be one way the joint like this. You going head on with somebody else, pimp, because you're not getting around me. Don't try to go around me. Especially if I'm going a good speed limit.
Yeah.
The
I
speed
definitely
limit
do
45, I'm going 55, and you try to go around me, I'm offended.
Yeah, you got. Yeah, no, I'm like,
offended.
I'm like, bitch, I'm already going fast enough right now.
Yeah.
You look, y'all
My
already
speed
know,
limits.
man. Look, time for one of my rants. Look, I hate the way people drive in water. I hate that shit. Can't nobody fucking drive around here like it's. First of all, the cameras. We all know the fucking cameras are there, and we all know it's 50 miles per hour, not 40, not 35. Not 25. Don't slam on your brakes outside of fucking Jennifer because you feel like the camera go
school names
like
and
you
everything. Like
Mo. I be on my way to work in the morning, son. It's 5:45. Why are you slamming on your brakes, bitch? Drive through that. You're already going 45. You're not going past. You're not even
They
close
don't
to
know
the
the
speed
side,
limit.
they don't know the speed limit.
These motherfuckers live in Waldorf. Okay, I don't fucking care what you say. They live in Waldorf their whole life.
y'all
Ain't
know
no,
what the fuck's up.
yeah, you know that these cameras are here.
It's early.
No, fuck
I'm
that.
trying to be there.
Fuck
All
that.
types of
No,
excuses.
motherfuckers can't drive, Mo. Don't drive next to each other on the road. Down 228, y'all be killing me. Y'all just drive next to each other like it's not these little ass lanes.
Nah, I do hate
Can't
that.
get around y'all. Like they just.
If
they
you're in the
just
right lane, go
cruising.
slow. If you're like, y'all should not be in both lanes going the same speed.
Like,
Same
get
speed,
over,
stop
bitch.
That
and
joint
just-
kill me.
That's
cuz.
Speed
Yeah.
up or slow down. Like
Yeah,
at least let
that
me get
joint
around
kill
you.
me.
I be on the road ready to honk. Like I be ready to honk just cause. Like I'm like just cruising. I just be wanting to honk. Like I be so blown. Middle of the road. Nobody know why I'm honking. I'm just gonna be honking. Atlanta, I was flying. I was.
And that was Taylor's Laurent, brought to you by Doritos. every
I wish.
every
Brought to you
crunch
by
in the
water.
Brought to you by Skull.
skull water.
Skull. Got it from.
This will
AC
save your
water.
life.
Y'all
Get the
funny
fuck out
as
my
shit.
face. But yeah, no, niggas can't.
But yeah,
drive.
I mean, but yeah, we were talking about the
Cardi.
she was going to LA and she getting like threats and all that shit, and she for All-Star Weekend they was like, don't come out here, you ain't. I don't think none of that stuff. Like niggas have no
really
like
not that
control
fucking
and no
serious.
like where niggas can go, and they like in the
I mean,
city
you-
parts, the tourist parts. Like ain't like you going to somebody's block and you like.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not the fucking
Niggas ain't-
All-Star game ain't in Oakland. The fuck.
Nah, it's in LA.
Honestly, I understand that like I guess they should be angry about it, but I'm like, is she the first person to do some shit like that?
Hell no.
No, but
That's
they
what
do
I'm
that to
saying.
everybody.
Yeah.
I've never seen it become a big deal until Cardi said it. Like I've heard people be like, I mean,
Because
you
she's
should
in the
stop that shit.
spotlight. But they definitely do say shit when niggas be doing that.
Man,
Don't come to. Yeah, it's a lot of people that couldn't. They were saying
they be like, don't come
LA.
to don't come to LA. I be seeing that shit, but like I've never seen it like them really be like, oh yeah, Cardi's getting
Bro,
all
y'all
these
faking, bro. We do the
threats.
same shit here.
Yeah. Well,
when Chief Keef was talking about DC and he came here, and all the shooting the bus up and all that shit, I mean, we do the same shit here. But when the Migos came here and they got their chains took, like we can't fake every city. That's because we not.
They be faking on us though.
It'd be different though, because we like not as like.
But we not organized,
and it's not. Yeah,
we
exactly.
just not organized. It ain't gonna be like
it's gonna be some
a whole
random
group of niggas, but it's gonna be if some shit happen, it's gonna be some niggas that's gonna do some shit. So.
And then DC ain't that big though, so if you come into DC, like you were like 5 minutes away from
everything.
Yeah, from everything.
Like 1 minute you in by the president, you go a couple streets over. Now you better lock your car doors.
Yeah,
facts.
Like it's literally that small. It ain't like whole across town type situations. Nah. Niggas could walk the way you at. So I don't know.
Cool.
All right. So what's next?
Dang. Fucking with my glizzy. Bad boys like Diddy. That was the fool. That's what I was. All DMV music. DMV rappers, the best rappers I ever heard in my entire life. Yeah. That's
like the Shy Glizzy law days. Like them
we was 990'd up. Diesel jeans.
Helly
Hansons.
Oh my
ski mask rolled up.
Sabiato is probably one of my favorite brands ever. I'm gonna put that out there. I love that brand. I think that
it needs to be bigger.
It does. It really does. But look, we always been on that shit.
Shout out to Saab. Shout out to Eat. Shout out to the old head shit.
Shout
all
out to,
days and shooters and
bank
mad.
Up shit. Who else? I'm trying to think.
A whole lot of brands.
A whole lot of niggas.
Shout out to the clothing line.
Yeah.
Hit kill. All right. Why do artists change up their style when they get famous? Look, let's just tie it.
This is what I think.
Okay.
I feel like, okay, so an artist usually artists get on now from like breakout hits. They have a hit and everybody knows who they are. They blow up like social media famous or however. Then a label does probably come in the picture. Most of the time artists is going to sign and they sign to a label. I feel like they're pressured after that from the label to keep performing because it is a business when you think about it. So it's like, if you not, okay, say if like that sound was just like a fad or like a trend for like 1 second and then now your sound is, we don't really care about that. If you want to keep your position, do what we tell you to do, get this record from this other fad nigga that's starting it off now, and you know what I'm saying? I think that's it's the cycle. It's like you get up and you gotta play Flappy Bird still.
Yeah. You gotta evolve. I feel like you gotta evolve with the time. You gotta evolve with the money, like the business. Cause a big problem I had with Nicki Minaj and Chris Brown, they both seem to have gone pop around like the same time. Like when we were really like in high school, they went later in high school. She definitely went pop. He had gone pop a little bit earlier than her, but I mean, Nicki Minaj still trying to put out those same type of hits, she used to put out back then, I guess. But I was like, damn, like I don't want to hear Chris Brown sing a pop song. I want to hear him. Like I don't want to always hear a dance song.
Nicki Minaj was on American Idol at the time too.
Yeah, like the money.
It's part of all the perception of things.
Exactly, and that's why I'm like, it bugs me sometimes, but I always respect it because they're going to the money. Because sometimes, honestly, the Black community is a great community to have a fan base of.
You can't say this is Black Panther.
Hashtag woke Twitter.
but I mean, white people love Beyonce, regardless of the police brutality shit they try to say she pulled. But like, white people love Beyonce. White people love Rihanna. Like, they love that shit. So if I see that white people like what they're doing, I'm going to change up what I'm doing because I know white people will also like what I'm doing too. If I make it worth their while, they're going to give me my money. So especially with The Weeknd, because he even said in an interview, I gotta go where the money is. And that's why he came out with Starboy and everybody was like,
I've never listened to that album.
Let me just say,
once in my life.
People are mad that he went that route that he did. Yeah, but you want to know what? If it was anybody else, everybody would have liked it. It would have blown up.
But it sounds good though. Like
it's a great album. It's a
like everything
fantastic album.
Like even though like people would change. Okay, I don't like that you changed and you did this. Woo wah woo. It's still like good songs, but it's just not. I guess it's where you started.
What you expect from him, which is kind of like what you said about More Life. If anybody had put More Life out, everybody would have been like, oh shit, like this is the song for them to blow up. If anybody else had put out Starboy, it would have blown up. Like it's something. if everybody had just looked past the fact that it was The Weeknd,
my beef with The Weeknd thing is though, it's just the jump. Like his music was dark, underground, like reverberant. Like you really couldn't even hear his voice. It was more of just in the background. It was a mood and a feel. And then it went to like, I'm a motherfucking star boy. I'm like, no, bro, I will never listen to this. Like I've never heard that album.
But that's the thing though. His voice he sounds like he's supposed to be doing that too. His voice sounds like
I heard that song and I was like, this nigga sound like Michael Jackson. Yeah. And that's what made me not listen to. I'm like, bro, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear Michael Jackson.
He sounds like listen to Michael Jackson now.
I don't want to listen to Michael Jackson.
It's
if I want to listen to Michael Jackson, I'm going to go listen to Michael Jackson.
Okay, but I get that. Say if niggas is not making the same type of music over and over again and still staying relevant, nobody is.
I get it, but still,
no.
I feel like
no.
Where was your like? All right,
where was like the segue into it?
No, like keep what you do like as a root. I guess.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Make pop music, but keep it to a point where your fans is like, all right,
don't wear the dress.
He didn't wear the dress. He didn't wear the dress.
Wear the dress, but keep some J's on. You feel me, dog? Wear the dress on. Put some threes on. You feel me? Like, don't put the heels on.
So I know you still got
it. So I know, nigga, like, it's a cry for help type shit or something like that. Like, all right, they making him put the dress on.
Like, I'm still real. Look at my feet. I'm still real.
You know, I really do think you need to listen to this album because even Kendrick Lamar had a verse on it on Sidewalk. Sidewalk's one of the best songs on there. Fool. Fuck that shit up.
Fool.
He fucked that shit up.
Facts.
Like honestly, it's amazing. Like Reminder, great song in here. Like the songs you were not gonna like are like False Alarm. That's more of like a club song, like for people to like go crazy to. But like at the same time, he does kind of stick to him, but it just you really not gonna hear it in the music as much as you really want to. But he's still saying the same shit. Like if you watch his music videos from this album,
but it was a mood.
Like
I don't even think it was more of what he was saying. It was just a mood, bro. That joint was.
How it made you feel? Like,
I know exactly what you're saying.
I'd be in my bedroom
and
just with the lights off and listening to that joint, bro.
But
like
at the same time, like you want him to be depressed and abusing the drugs and everything like that forever. Because if you think about it, Frank Ocean switched up and everything like that too, and it was kind of like.
But all his albums is different.
I mean, he got two, and it's like
all his projects.
It's like night and day type shit. But like that's kind of like what The Weeknd did. He's kind of like, and on the album, he's kind of saying, "I got my money," but in the song Reminder, he's saying, "I'm still that nigga though. Like I'm still the nigga who was popping pills, doing all this shit. I'm still him. I'm just now getting this money."
Okay, so think about this. Let's bring this up. Kanye always sounds different every album.
That's what I was gonna say. I was like,
what about that?
The auto-tune shit. He and 808 Heartbreak.
How Kanye sounds like from all the way to beginning College Dropout to every single one. It's always
he has evolved as an artist.
It's always something. He always giving you something new sonically. He's always throwing something out there. He's ahead of his time on everyone.
That's consistency,
right?
If you think about it, you're consistently being different. Don't give me 10 albums of something and then one album do something different. That's exactly my point. You're gonna switch up every time. If you're going to keep it one way, keep it one way. I don't know.
Okay, what if The Weeknd sounds different on his next album?
What if
then
he goes
I'll shut
darker?
the hell up. But until then.
Shut the hell up now.
No.
Yeah, you never know. You might come out with all trap beats, like straight up trap. And just be rapping.
I'm not going to listen to that
either. We can be rapping, but it'd be tough. Like, you'd be like, yeah, okay. I can vibe with this. Okay.
I'm not gonna listen to that. I'm not gonna listen to
Abel. He was on Uzi album, The Unfazed. That junk cranks like shit. I'm unfazed. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't
unfazed. Don't ask me no questions.
I don't be listening to that, bro. Y'all know this.
Oh, yes, the song Die For You.
You listen to everything.
Go listen to Nipsey. Go listen to Sci-Hi the Prince album. Go listen to Big Crit album. Go listen to all of that. And then if y'all want me to get on my R&B stuff, who's that? Whose song is that?
The Weeknd, son, he's fucking
I know that
shit
song.
up.
Play it.
This joint is a vibe, son. Like, what?
Nah, this song hard.
Ooh, I be in the car like this.
But why couldn't he be like, pop that pill and
Man, how you know he's
You
not talking
know
about
what?
drugs?
You're the problem.
How do you know he's not talking about drugs?
Right. Baby, I would die for you. The drugs. I would die for the drugs. Damn, look at...
But don't die for the drugs. Whoa.
Don't do
PSA,
that.
don't.
No.
Cut
Say
that
no to
out.
drugs, kids.
That
Unless
shit
it's
out,
weed.
man.
You can smoke weed. That's all.
No.
that's a
lean.
drug too.
No lean. So is alcohol. All right, we having a whole song, music break song.
All right.
Oh no. Hey, you gotta do the throw up. Man.
But honestly, though, this is a great song.
Nah, I like that
You
song.
need to listen to this album, honestly. You're just going to get 50 seconds.
And he
of
cut his hair. That's when I should have known it was out there.
Man, that shit was gross. I didn't want that anyways.
Right.
No.
Nah,
Didn't need that.
I fuck with the
I don't like light
made
show
them
hair
different,
either, to be
the
honest.
dread bush,
It's it makes me
Antler.
cringe.
the dread bush antler.
The amber shit. Yeah, you guys say it really, really
Dread
fast.
bush dread bush antler.
All right. Last but not least, the
Damn.
Black Panther album / music breakdown.
This sounds like a TDE album. That's what it sounds like.
Facts.
That's what this sounds
No,
like.
facts. That shit is
It
lit.
sounds
I'm like,
it's
this
only
is
TDE. That's what it sounds like to me.
lit. I was fucking with it. That joint got
That Georgia
Kendrick
Smith
Lamar,
joint.
J Rock,
you.
Future, and James Blake.
Miss me with that bullshit.
Hey.
The hardest song of 2018, like shit.
No.
Yes, it is. Ain't nothing better. Right
Number
now.
two.
Not until Beyonce dropped her shit.
Slap on me now. Whoa. See, I just made you look. The acapella just made y'all
I
move.
feel like I gotta
Yeah,
play that
but-
now.
You know what acapella also makes people move?
What? What the fuck that is?
What that do?
He don't even know how it go. But you know when you hit la da 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 da, love for me now. Damn, what? You
That is
get the
not the
fucking
fuck.
up.
You know what though? I was trying to do the Drake Look Alive,
Miss me with that bullshit.
but this came on. Now I forgot.
Damn, I be black and loud with the pure.
Shout out to Mike Will. God damn.
They cranking, bro. This shit sound like the jungle. It sound like you fucking them up in the jungle.
Facts. I feel like I should be barefoot,
This ain't what
popping
you
and
want.
locking.
This ain't what you want. And it's like that little. All right. Because we don't get, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, we had
great
who was on that?
song.
Kendrick Lamar, J Rock.
Future, James Blake.
You know what I'm saying? Like what?
Nah, but it was a good album. That song with SZA and Kendrick, all
Great.
the stars.
Georgia Smith's Jones.
That shit is hard.
The first
Yeah,
song,
that's
Black Panther, tough
Yeah.
as shit. Like,
And then
Kendrick.
what's the joint with Travis Scott?
How did it go?
Big Shot.
Big Shot. That joint.
Like,
It was the same
Ooh,
verse.
and X, that joint tough too.
The verse,
X
how he
Freeze
started
Freeze.
off his verse on New Freezer was the hook for
Oh, kill.
that joint.
Play it real quick. Just a little snippet. The flutes, bro.
That nigga SpongeBob killed this part, nigga. That nigga SpongeBob went in. Peanut butter and sauce.
Yeah. Yeah, this shit crunch.
Bitch, you ain't emotional, yeah. Hold up, wait.
Peanut butter inside.
Who Kendrick think he is when get on trap beats? and
Bro,
shit?
like he been killing that shit though. Like he been
Fucking
finding the
West
pocket on it
Coast.
and all that. Like, hey, the West Coast is lit now right now though. It is,
It's
lit.
Like
always
people-
been lit, bro.
but
It's
lit.
always been lit.
But it's lit though.
It's always been lit.
Nah, bro. It's been times where other places have been more litter than the West Coast.
Yeah, people were sleeping on the West Coast.
Atlanta's
for a while.
always the littest place since snap music. But yes.
No.
What? Yes. The 90s was New York. Then since then it's been
not
Atlanta.
playing. We're young
But
age,
the
right?
West Coast has just been consistent through that.
I love the West Coast.
They peeking out.
No, they not.
Yes, they are.
That's not even their biggest time ever.
Yeah, like of course we be talking about the '90s and the whole East Coast West Snoop Dogg and NW. I know, yeah, that. But I'm talking about like as of right now, contemporary shit. They lit right now.
They've been lit.
Bro, come on.
So fucking
Damn.
Because it's
They've
been
been
lit.
lit.
Came out.
They have been
Nipsey
lit,
Hussle
in my
came out.
opinion.
They've been lit.
We're talking to him again.
If we go a few years back,
Talking
we can
about
go
Black
to
Panthers.
the Rack City, DJ Mustard, YG shit.
Mhm.
And we
Oh,
want to go
man.
back a little bit before
well,
that.
YG dropped motherfucking. What's the first joint? Why can I remember that? Is it Big and Back and Bull? That
Taking back
shit.
being bull.
Oh, My Crazy
Taking
Life.
back bull,
Yes.
bull.
We were just having an argument the other day.
That's one of my favorite albums ever.
My mans were trying to say that's a top 5 West Coast album. I said top 10, but
Top 10.
it's definitely
I'm not like the biggest YG fan.
And Still Brazy.
still Brazy's hard.
I definitely saw him in concert. It was a great concert.
Do
Shout out
your
to Allison,
dance,
always been lit
YG.
too,
Do
though.
your
And Red
dance.
Friday. Son, all the joints he's dropped have been amazing.
Kill.
I threw my roll.
But yeah, Black Panther. Did y'all see it? Everybody saw it?
I seen
Yes,
it.
I saw it.
Did
It
you
was
see
a
it,
great
MK?
movie.
Nah, I didn't see it.
Oh man,
It was
damn.
a fantastic movie.
It was
My,
great
see,
movie.
look, what happened was my dashiki ain't get out the dry cleaners yet, so I couldn't make it. You know, I had
All
to
right.
cancel.
People was in dead ass.
You're a clown if
bitch,
you
dog.
wore any of that shit in there. One,
I don't
all them niggas I seen. This how I know niggas weren't really about it. All the people I seen with that stuff on ain't even stay after the credits. So I know y'all not really about this comic book Marvel movie life because you're supposed to stay after the credits so you can know what happened in the next movie. I seen all of the shikis walking out the movie theater
This
at the
young
end of the movie.
He's
So
mad.
you were just in there looking dumb for one movie. Like, first of all, it's a made up country, so you having on African.
It's a
close
country in
style-
Africa. It's a made up country, but it's in Africa.
But how could you wear? You don't know what their attire. They might dress like us there. It's made up.
No, they don't.
We
You
just
could-
watched the fucking movie. We know what they wear.
I mean, we know what they wear. You're right. I'm not saying you're wrong.
No,
but
I feel
for
like
niggas
the
to come
people
in there with their
wearing-
African garments.
I feel like the African garments
It's
were
more the
appropriate
vibe.
because the African country, but I think the Black Panther fits are what was missing. I feel like that they shouldn't have been. I feel like because I mean, when Star Wars drops, people go and the cosplay fits and everything like
Yeah.
that to that and Harry Potter. So I feel like
But
this is exciting.
Random
We should
people
be-
don't go to Star Wars movies.
I've seen Star Wars in the movie theater before.
I'm saying random people don't go see Star Wars.
What you mean random?
So you think random
just
people?
anybody,
You're
anybody?
saying random people saw Black
Niggas
Panther?
who never watched Marvel or comic book movies or anything like that went to go see Black Panther.
And I feel like that's okay.
Random niggas don't go to see Star Wars.
Yeah,
That's
that's more of
true.
like a. it's
When
more
I
of
go
like
to
you
see
gotta
Star
be a
Wars, it
fan
be the
of it.
same niggas I see every time in every Star Wars
Right,
movie.
it's like-
That's
gotta be a fan
true,
of it.
but I mean, people were excited about it
The
being a black
superhero-
black superhero.
Yeah, I
That's-
think superhero movies is just different though. It's like more. It's a wider audience with that.
Yeah,
like,
it's
niggas
definitely
go see
a
Batman
different-
and it's all the Superman and the X-Men and all of them.
Yeah,
but
like-
it's just like
Star
y'all
Wars
niggas
is different.
corny, bro. Just stay your ass home.
no,
Well,
I
if
don't
you have
agree
a
with
dashiki
that.
on.
Well,
I feel
so
like
bring your ass
bring
here,
your ass
but
here.
wear your regular
Wear your regular
clothes.
shit. You don't
I
gotta
just
go
feel
like
like they shouldn't have been wearing Black Panther outfits like the all black and the afros with the and doing the all that shit because the political party goodness gracious, the party had nothing to do with the movie. Like I
It
hate that
did,
people
though,
are
in a
trying to
way.
say no.
Right, it's just the
I mean,
whole
this is
thing.
what I would get from
You
that.
can't tell me that and then say that it's not an African country, like that people can't wear.
But
dashiki.
listen though,
You
that
can't-
was
you
the
can't say that.
whole
I didn't see
whatchamacallit, the conflict of the movie.
The conflict of the movie wasn't even black, like wasn't even the
La, la,
party.
la, la.
If you really,
No,
look-
it was-
I'm not gonna spoil
La,
nothing.
la, la.
If you think about it, it's really about this
No, we won't.
black
nah,
American.
we
It's
gonna-
not nothing. It's this black American kid who has a problem with the
I don't wanna
Africans.
hear that
I felt
either.
like it was more about Black America and
versus the system.
No, I felt like it was Black America versus. If you want to say I wouldn't even say the system. It was really them against. You know, Wakanda, because he knew what Wakanda
But in
had.
that analogy,
People try to. I feel like people try to. Obviously, black people don't have a lot of resources around the
Even if
world.
you
like
think
we
about
should,
the
but if you
dad.
think about it, they really try to force the people. People really try to force white people as a major conflict in the movie, and I feel like that's so disrespectful because they really weren't. The CIA agent really had nothing major
nah.
to do with anything, and they were like, "Oh, well, this nigga up in here saving the Wakandans and shit." No, like I don't even know if they're called Wakandans. I don't even know what to call them, but it really didn't have to do with that. I feel like it was a superhero movie. Like it was a modern day superhero movie.
I just feel like the contrast was when he sent his.
Go ahead, dude.
Go ahead. Right, his
think
ears
it's-
closed. Don't watch
The
the
brother of the king, the original king.
Yeah,
Miss me with that bullshit.
Was he not in?
Please don't spoil
Was
the
he
movie
not
for
in?
a nigga.
like the hood.
But
I heard
if
it
you want to
sold
look at what
out.
he
Heard
was
it
doing,
sold
it was
out.
kind of some Black Panther movement stuff. Americanized.
I mean, yeah, but like that's not. I feel like people focus too much on.
But that was
them
part
thinking
of
that
the
entire
conflict.
movie. The conflict was the conflict.
What's our conflict
wasn't,
with America? What's a black conflict with America?
I understand
that they don't
racial,
but it's a
racial
fucking comic,
injustice
it's
and
a comic
equality,
book,
and
like,
how they don't look out for the community, and we're not paid attention to it.
And they want these Africans,
and that was the same
help.
thing.
But
the
like,
Africa or Wakanda was
right,
not helping when they could have made a difference, and they were overlooking everybody else and being selfish.
That's the conflict, not the conflict.
But that's not what white people do.
But that is what white people do. But it's not what the white people's doing. It's what these people are doing. These Africans are doing.
These white people are doing
already
what
did it to
white
us.
people do.
Yeah, white people gonna do what white people gonna do. So I shouldn't like it. Shouldn't really be like a well. The white people put us there. So da 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 da.
Nobody said that.
We know the white people don't give us the respect that we should, and we have to fight for our basic human rights. That's obvious. Like their situation, why they're in their situation is obvious. I don't feel like we should be saying, "Oh, the Black Panther movie was about the Black Panther movement," because
nobody
wasn't.
said that.
That is what people saying is what.
And that's
I'm
my
saying.
point. Why they need to keep their stupid clothes off and stay in the house because y'all don't know what any of this is about.
But see, this is the thing.
It's a fucking comic book.
I'm in there watching the movie.
The comic book came before
like,
the party.
Huh?
The comic book came before the Black Panther party even was a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like you can't say that the comic book has to do with the party because the party has to do with the comic book,
but
if anything.
I'm saying there can be some contrast there. How did we know some of the Black Panther people didn't look at the Black Panther comic book and base that off? We don't know this stuff.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's probably that could have some part in what it was, but that doesn't have to do. But I'm saying that doesn't mean the Black Panther movie.
If somebody said the Black Panther movie
has
has something to do with the Black Panther movement, like directly, then that's why you need to just shut up and watch the movie and go home.
Yes.
And not wear African garments and Black
I mean,
Panther
I feel like
garments to
people
the
is just
movie
doing
theater.
that just to like be.
That's what I'm saying. Just to try to be
obnoxious
cool, and
and
it's
be like,
annoying.
yeah.
Like, bruh.
I don't feel like it's annoying because I mean, it's
Because
not
y'all don't
blocking my-
care. If somebody, all right, put it like this. Like for me, even me going there having to go, bro, when I watch Marvel movies, I just buy my ticket and go when it come out the first week every time. If you are a Beyonce fan and you go to every Beyonce, matter of fact, screw that. I used to be a shoe head. But when I first started wearing shoes, it's because my older brother used to wear shoes when I was little, and he's like 10 years older than me. So me and my brother used to have all the Jordans because that's just what my older brother did. So it was like tradition. So when we got old, we would buy all the Jordans. I remember we used to just go in the shoe store Saturday morning and buy the Jordans. Like whatever it was, we would buy them. Then it became a everybody thing, and now niggas is jumping and fighting in line and killing each other for shoes. Not to say it already didn't happen, but I'm talking about the process of getting the shoes. So it's like, say you're a Beyonce person, a fan, and you went to every Beyonce concert because you always went to Beyonce concerts. And now, because it's a thing, you have to fight to get in the Beyonce concert or try to get tickets from here and here and here. And it's like, damn, nigga, I just come every time
Bro, you gotta look at it like we all black.
When was the last time we had a black superhero movie that was a black cast like that? Did you see the movie poster for it?
Yes.
That was an extravagant thing. Like we're not used to seeing all black people on an action movie.
Even if
comic
you're not
book
a Marvel
thing.
fan, like
you're excited about
you're
this
excited
black
about it.
history
and
that's
you're
being
right
made.
though. It is like,
but that's dick riding.
Yeah, y'all been. Yeah, but I
it's
get
not
it.
dick
But
riding.
then it's
like,
kind of like
it's
support the movie, but that don't mean be OC about it. That's all I'm trying to say.
I mean, I
People just,
personally feel like
they're just doing it.
OC.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's what
you
that's
think
the
it's
problem. I
OC
don't think
because
there's
that's
nothing wrong
not
with
your
it, though.
thing to do. But like,
no, that's OC, bruh. How is that
People do
supporting the
that-
movie? How did that support the movie? Me dressing up in a
Josh, did they hurt you? Did they fight you in the movie? Did they block your view from the fucking movie screen?
Yes, it was a hat too
It
tall.
was a hat too tall.
Yes.
His joke was too tall. That's
and
the
you're not
reason.
from Africa.
And you're not from Africa. You had a
You're
problem
being
with
disrespectful.
that? You're being disrespectful. Okay.
I think it's more just like
you are just unhappy.
I
hope the 08 Muslims
like
oh
upset
my
about it.
God.
I hope the 08 Muslims.
Shut the fuck
Somebody
up.
came in
Shut
there with a
the fuck
kufi, and
up.
the 08 Muslims came back and whooped his ass.
Shut
the
the
DMV
fuck
08
up.
Muslims.
Bro, people just excited to
I
see
feel
some
like,
black
yeah,
stuff.
Okay,
They're
let
not even
somebody
from
be
Africa.
excited.
They
And
go
let them
support
dress
it.
up in their
Support it.
dashikis
They
if they
go-
want to, because you don't know if they African or not. There's a lot of Africans around here that you don't know.
But it's a whole lot of niggas that's not African wearing that. And I get
I
what
own a
he said, but
dashiki.
it's
Am I
just
allowed to
like
own a
they just doing
dashiki?
it
I
just
came
to
over.
do it.
My ancestors came over on a fucking boat too.
I don't
Fuck.
see. If you wear stuff like that every day, and I see you in the dashiki and the, I don't even know what it's called.
I got style. Maybe I want to wear my dashiki one day. You don't know.
That's trash.
You're trash. I think people should be allowed to dress up and do the things that they do, like, and be excited for things. Like, I just felt as though the Black Panther
support it
fiction,
genuinely.
You think that they didn't support it genuinely just because they dressed up in a dashiki? They didn't come over.
No, that's not my point.
They bought their ticket.
They bought the ticket and they wore a dashiki. That's them supporting the movie. Just because they're wearing a dashiki, you think they look stupid and everything like that.
Yes, you do look stupid.
Okay, just because you think they look stupid doesn't mean that they're disrespecting Marvel movies and doing all this shit.
You look stupid. If you're not African coming to a fake African country movie.
It's a fucking comic book, Josh. People do cosplay. Like, this is a fucking thing. Like, I don't understand why you can't just let that be a thing.
Because it's not.
Like, what?
It's not.
People do that shit all the time.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they
it's
do.
It's corny, bro. It's corny.
You just can't
it's
let nobody be fucking happy.
It's not a real country. How can
my
you
God,
wear...
Krypton isn't real either, but niggas be wearing Superman shit to go see the shit
because we know what... Because it's a culture to it.
So what you trying to say? We ain't got no culture with the Black Panther
with us
movie?
right now.
Like, I'm confused what you trying to say. Like, it's a culture with it because we know what Krypton is and we just learned what Wakanda was.
Yes, that's exactly my
That's
point.
Some bullshit.
Niggas who come to the movie theaters dressed like Superman come to every it's the same people.
How's you one of those niggas to be like, oh man, everybody like this artist now. Superhero with a all black cast with a black director. I should be allowed to like that shit and be able to support that shit.
So why don't we support all the Madea movies?
What nigga?
Why don't we support all the Madea?
He's still making Madea movies. We're supporting it. I got hella Madea movies and hella Madea plays in my drawer in my house right now.
Boo 2.
What?
I seen it.
I definitely went to this joint like a year ago with my grandma. Fuck, I don't go to the movies.
If y'all wanna be dick riders, be dick riders.
I don't think that's dick
you
riding.
Can't,
I think it's just. I think it's just a whole.
Give me the definition then.
You don't have no knowledge of nothing. Like people can't figure out shit. It's dick riding if they're like, oh yeah, I love her. I've been rocking with her. You're dick riding if you act like you've been there from the beginning. But if somebody get put on to some,
you don't have to be there from the beginning to pretend it's dick riding. I'm not gonna yell about it. I'm just gonna talk in my regular voice because y'all sound dumb. I know what dick riding is.
What?
Dick riding is hopping on.
So they're dick riding because they wore.
Yes, absolutely.
You just.
I feel like I didn't even know about the Black Panther.
Why? Because it's dick riding.
No, I just didn't know, and it wasn't this much press about the Black Panther before this. This is the first.
The Black Panther has always been an Avenger.
I didn't know. I didn't watch this.
I don't see you. Are you gonna go see the movie?
Yeah.
Are you gonna go in there with a dashiki?
No,
okay. Why? Yeah. Because you just want to go enjoy the movie. And
some of us just do that, but other people are excited and want to make a thing out of it. It's just people that just
do that shit just to make a thing.
And what is that?
I just think it's.
That's not dick riding.
I don't know.
I don't know. Hey, Butter, what is it? What is it, Butter? Okay, thank you, bro. Dick ride. That's the definition. To be on something that you weren't on before.
Bro, that's just social media, bro. Maybe niggas is just trying to be funny and just doing some funny shit.
I didn't wear a Wonder Woman outfit to the last movie, so I'm dick riding because I wore it to this one. That's crazy. Like, I think you should just let people do what the fuck they want to do, and it's really not that serious to call it dick riding.
So why can't I do what I want to do and call y'all dick riders? What y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna fight me? Because you don't want that. The fuck?
You know what?
So let's fight over a Marvel movie.
I don't even just let them live their life.
All right, let me live my life and call you a dick rider. Right, and I say that shit to your face too. And let's see if you had that same energy. Let's see if you channel your inner African with your African dashiki on and beat mine.
Africans hop on this joint and get to going on your ass. I hope they in the
comments
go all they want. Furious. Like,
why would they be mad at me? If anything, they would support what I'm saying. They would say, why are they wearing our garments to this movie? For something that's not a real country. Oh my gosh. Yes.
I just think.
All right, so next Malcolm X movie, let's all wear dashikis and stuff, and let's not see if people who.
You mean like kufis or some shit?
Yes, and let's see who's not offended by that.
This is what we.
Obviously.
I think.
Let's dress up as Jesus every Christian movie.
This is what we
go in there with a cross and let's see who's.
Is it a comic book?
This is
no, so I ain't dressing up. If it was a comic book, maybe.
This is what we need to be focused on. We need to be focused on. This is the first huge Marvel black movie that for a young black director, they gave him a big ass budget, $200 million or something like that. He did. What movie did he do? He did like 2 other movies, and they gave him
Fruitvale Station.
Right.
He did Creed.
Creed. He did.
That's
He
what
had
I'm
a
saying. But this is what I be
$900,000
talking about.
budget
Why
for
do
Creed.
I know all of this? But the niggas who wearing a fucking dashiki and all this other
they
shit.
just doing it, bro.
Because it's dick riding.
They the consumers. They
just
out
say
here
it. You
living
don't
their
want to
life.
say it. You
They're
say
dick
every
riding.
word. He
They're
said
dick riding.
they're doing a thing that's I don't
It
know
don't
what it's
matter to
called.
me if they dick
but
riding or not.
it
I don't
might
even
be
care.
a word that I can conjure up that might no.
Okay, they're dick riding.
There we
I don't
go.
know why it mattered to me.
Boom.
I don't really care if they dick riding. Anyway, we need to be excited at the fact that this young black man got this big, huge budget. He came up with this great movie. It's like breaking barriers, like it's box office busting, like all that. I don't know if that's a word, but that's the big thing to me. He got all like some of the greatest artists for the soundtrack. Like, bro, this is just great. It's a great time in the black community right now. And I'm going to buy a dashiki and I'm watching it tonight.
Congratulations.
I'm a dick rider.
Pause. Matter of fact, it ain't no pause. Congratulations.
Black Panther, go see that shit, man.
Go
I ain't
see
see
Black
it yet.
Panther.
Try to close
in your everyday clothes.
everyday clothes.
I don't know how that's support. That's all right. I think we got too far from the point. All I'm saying is that's not support.
Okay.
I can see if it was a Black Panther dashiki and that bag went to the. You feel me? It's not support. Stealing your grandmother's dashiki that she wore.
I mean, maybe all this press and all these dashiki talk.
That's
support.
what I'm saying.
Maybe
it's support. Like
all
it's blowing up.
It's
Like
not
all these
support.
pictures
That's
on
not
social
support.
media or going around
MK,
with
that's
people
not
taking
support, bro.
pictures.
You
of
know
their-
that's not
in their
support,
sick-
bro.
What?
How's that support?
Maybe them, the people that are doing
It's
it.
showing that they
support.
support the movie, that they love what they're doing.
Support.
Like,
Support is buying the ticket. Support is buying merchandise. Support is seeing another movie. And that's why I agree with y'all on those points. But wearing a dashiki that has nothing to do with this is not support. You just look stupid.
So-
the dude who came there looking like the father
so
from...
if it doesn't have to do with money, then it's not
Coming to
support.
America.
From Coming
So-
to America, that's not support. You look stupid. Stop trying to tell me that's
if it
support.
doesn't have to do
It's
with
funny,
money,
but it's not support.
So if it doesn't have to do with money,
it's like you're giving
then
them attention.
it's not support.
Huh?
Is what you're telling me? If it doesn't have to do with money, then it's not support.
Yes,
Interesting.
that's a fact.
I mean, but
I don't
That's a
believe that
fact.
because
That's a fact.
that could be called
because
press.
I could support
That could
you
be called-
with like what you're doing and like with your music and like you just posting that shit online and I'm listening to the music.
Bruh, I don't want no.
Like-
if I drop a song today and you retweet me, fuck you. You better go listen to that joint or download it for however much it costs. Straight up.
But what if it's on Apple Music and I don't have to do that?
Then you stream it. That's support. You retweeting it isn't giving me no plays.
It might.
It might, because my followers are now gonna see, oh, she's fucking with this nigga
At
music.
the end of the day, this is a great movie.
All right.
Great
Anyway,
soundtrack.
this was the BASSment Podcast episode
She
2.
want to try to shut it down.
Make
because,
sure you
I'm
like,
closing the curtain
comment,
on these niggas, 'cause
subscribe on
niggas-
YouTube, all that.
man, subscribe
Yeah,
on YouTube. Follow on
Subscribe, like,
SoundCloud.
and comment.
all that.
And
Yeah,
all
follow
that.
all the social media platforms. The BASSment PC.
Yep.
I'm Tay400.
Let's get it. I'm MK.
I'm Jay Alii. See y'all
And
next week.
we are